part 5 to What If Naruto and Hinata were a prodigy couple. You feel me? So we're gonna go to everybody getting their rank. You feel me? So they go ahead and get Naruto his Johnny flat jacket. Hinata, Naruto, Sasuke, and Karin all get their Johnny flat jackets. Shikamaru get his Chunin flat jacket. That's it. So we not gonna have the Sasuke retrieval mission. Cause when the Sound Force come and try to retrieve Sasuke and Karin are actually chilling. And they not gonna be able to take Sasuke and Karin. They gonna get their jump beat on. So that's automatic win. That's a dub automatically. Alright, so now I gotta go on the Tsunade retrieval mission. Jiraiya asked Naruto to come with him. Naruto like, alright, cool, bet. Let's do this. Let's get it cracking. So he wanna be Hokage. And this he's still gonna be Hokage. That's gonna be one of his goals. And then when Tsunade said, the position is, hold up, dang, we're gonna skip back to when they first get there. So Jiraiya be like, oh, Naruto, I'm about to go handle some research. Naruto like, bro, if you gonna peep, just say that, bro. Just get out, go. And then Jiraiya just be like, I'm gonna take this money. Naruto say, nigga, who? Get my money. Nigga, what is wrong with you? I own 1% of your spy company, nigga, and I'm rich. Go somewhere. But you got them big pockets. Nigga, when somebody really say, my pocket too small, my money can't fit that, nigga, you the definition. Your whole house couldn't fit your money. If you had one, nigga, your money, you probably got more money that can fill up the whole Mount Boku. Get out of my face, Jiraiya. And Jiraiya like, touche. And then Naruto in there chilling. And then Itachi and Kisame come to the door. He make a shadow clone. When Naruto comes to the door, they snatch him. And then they say, Johnny, he's pretty weak. And then they take his shadow clone. He dip out and he say, what? He dipped to Jiraiya and say, Jiraiya, bruh, they just took my shadow clone. It shouldn't be long for them to notice. And then him and Jiraiya said, it's alright. Let's just go and get something to eat. Naruto was like, alright, cool, you feel me? So when he go there, him and Jiraiya, how do I say it? Jiraiya has seen Tsunade pretty much. And then Tsunade say Jiraiya say Tsunade. And then him and Naruto go over there and sit next to Tsunade. Naruto say, we came to take you back to the Leaf Village to become Hokage. And then Tsunade say, Hokage's a weak title. Naruto says, what did you say? She said, you heard me, kid. Hokage's a weak title. Naruto say, what do you mean? I'm going to become Hokage one day. You see my Johnny flat jacket? I'm 13. That's how much I'm striving towards this. And she's going to be like, whoa, I'm so surprised. Naruto say, don't make fun of me. I have a girlfriend, a brother, and his girlfriend to all protect, plus Jiraiya, the old man, and my big brothers. I have everybody I want to protect, and the only way I'm going to be able to make sure that happens if I be strong enough to become Hokage and become Hokage. And she said a lot of big talk. Naruto walked through the door. He say, let's have a little training match. If I win, you become Hokage. And then she say, if you win, I'll be Hokage and I'll let you have my necklace. And then Naruto say, alright. Then she say, but if I win, you have to be my personal servant my personal security for the next 3 years. And then Naruto say, alright. Jiraiya say, nigga, is you dumb? You not strong as you not. Naruto say, shh. I'm an Anbu Jiraiya, Anbu captain actually. I know you see the new tattoo. And he pull up his shoulder and show Jiraiya. So now they don't know. She just know he a Jonin. She like, you're just a regular Jonin kid. Naruto said, whoever said that? She said, what do you mean? He said, I'm an Anbu captain. What you talking about? And then she say, what? You're Anbu captain. Naruto said, you didn't know? I thought you'd tell. And then she said, I could tell that you were strong. Probably Jonin level, not Anbu level. And he said, what? Most of the people I want to protect are all Anbu level. Of course I got to get strong. And then she said, all I need is one favor. Jiraiya say, Tsunade, you might not want to underestimate him. Then she say, why? he says, you'll figure it out. She says, all I need is one finger, still trying to be so bully. Naruto throw a kunai at her. She say, ha, you missed. It's right behind. Naruto flying Raijin behind her. And then he say, Rasengan. Hit her in the back with Rasengan. And then Tsunade said, Jiraiya, you taught him Rasengan? Jiraiya say, no, I didn't even know he had it. Naruto said, that was one of the special jutsu I told you I learned. And then he said, how'd you learn it? He said, I looked at the scroll, the scroll of ceiling. And then I saw the jutsu. And I know it was my father jutsu. I've been to who my father and mom was, and this Tsunade was like, he's that smart and strong. And then he said, oh yeah, this the flying Raijin. And then she would say, what? Naruto would say, yeah. Naruto said, it's time for you to lose though. She said, what? He ran up to Tsunade, and then she tried to punch him. Naruto said, shield seal. Jiraiya said, how do you know that? That's a level 6 technique. I thought last time I saw you, you said you was only a 5 out of 10 skill master. Naruto said, no, I'm an 8 out of 10 now. And then she said, what? And then her point, and then Naruto hit her leg, and he had a restriction seal on. He said, restriction seal. She said, what? Jiraiya, why does he have a giant scroll on his back? Jiraiya say, I haven't gave him a sage scroll. Naruto say, oh no, this is my own scroll I made. I filled it up with ceiling and traps. That's my specialty. And then she said, what? Naruto twisted the scroll and let out. He said, let me make this real quick. Cause Tsunade can't move, but she moving slow. And then Naruto, he make the ceiling like 5 seconds. He make a trap ceiling, put it in there, and he said, yeah, it should and then he had like a seal on his hand. He said he pointed the seal at Tsunade. He said trap seal. And a giant and a bunch of kunai and the wires making a net with kunais at the end jump on Tsunade, and then they stick into the ground. Naruto says, soon as he snap his fingers, snakes of all 5 elements come out and wrap around Tsunade, sucking away her chakra. She says, why do I feel weaker? And then she started to look old because her chakra leaving her. And then Naruto said, wow, I thought you were like 10 years younger than Jiraiya. You're the same age. And Tsunade said, 10 years? Well, he said, whoa, you're old. So when he said that, Tsunade got a tick mark. She said, what? And then the things came off her, and they sucked all the chakra out of her. And then Naruto said, okay, since you're older, Jiraiya, I'm gonna call you Granny. And then she said, don't call me that. And he said, oh yeah, I have defeated you too. And then she said, what? And she on the ground, she can't even move. He said, yeah, you just been talking. You haven't been standing. And then she said, okay, I'll become Hokage. Naruto said, and then Four Tails went around him. He pushed it. He touched Tsunade's hand and put her chakra into it. She gave him the necklace. He said, thanks, Tsunade. Tsunade said, you're welcome, son. And he said, thanks, Granny. She spun in my head. She said, don't call me Granny. Naruto said, what? I thought we were bonding. You're like my grandma figure already. And then she said, well, just don't call me that when I become Hokage around people. And then Naruto said, okay, Granny. And then she started smiling. Orochimaru didn't come in Tsunade because his arms weren't hurt. So, yeah. Alright, so we get back to the leaf, and then Naruto said, I have to show you all of my friends. So he said, summoning jutsu. And then all of his wolves came out. He said, here's you, each a note. And he said, go and get all of the people I trust. And he gave each one of them a note with a different name on it. He said, find them now. As soon as he snapped the finger, all his wolves disappeared. And then they found everybody. And then he said, meet at Hokage Tower. It's P.S. It's Naruto. But the people who are on his team already know his Wolfpack summon and is, acquainted with them and everything. And then they said, alright. Everybody got to there as fast as they can. Asuma, Kurenai, Kakashi, Sasuke, Hinata, the Rookie 12, etc., etc. The 3rd Hokage was already there. And then Naruto said, okay, everybody, I want to introduce you. Some of you already know Jiraiya, but he's my goddad if you didn't know. And this is my grandma, Granny Tsunade. And then everybody said, She said, don't call me Granny in front of everybody. He said, these are my closest friends who I think of as family. And then she said, oh. And then everybody said, hey, Tsunade. And then Naruto said, she's also the 5th Hokage. And then Tsunade said, Everybody said, whoa. And then Jiraiya said, Tsunade, I'm gonna have to take Naruto on a 3-year training trip. And she said, what? Me and Naruto just met. And he said he's gonna come back to the leaf every month or so. And she said he better, Jiraiya, if he don't come back, and I don't care if it's his fault or your fault, I'm gonna pound you. And Jiraiya looking like, ooh, ooh, I better bring him back. And then everybody say, and then Naruto got a week to prepare and everything. And he say, he says goodbye to everybody. He has like a little dinner and everything. Off he goes to train with Jiraiya. We ain't gonna focus on nobody training, really, cause Kakashi and Sasuke gonna train. Kakashi actually gonna get more used to use his Mangekyo. By the time Naruto come back, Sasuke already defeated Itachi, has eternal Mangekyo, different things like that. So we're gonna go to 1.5 years. Naruto, the only thing he's been working on for this first year and a half is Sage Mode. He's already mastered Sage Mode, using shadow clones and everything. You feel me? Alright. The next 1.5 years, you're gonna be learning other stuff, but I'm gonna get on that when I do. So him and Jiraiya training in Sage Mode. And then Jiraiya throw a kunai at Naruto, catch him off guard. It was right in front of Naruto's face. And Naruto didn't have any flying Raja kunai left. His eyes changed. They morphed, being all purple with gray rings in them. And then he pushed his hand out, and then the kunai shot back at Jiraiya. Jiraiya said, "What was that?" Naruto opened his eyes. Jiraiya said, "Naruto." Naruto said, "What is it? What is it?" He said, "Look in the how should I say this? Look at your eyes." He got a kunai. He said, "What are these?" He said, Jiraiya said, "Don't freak out. I trained someone who had these exact same eyes. It's called the Rinnegan. It has 6 different abilities, but the person I know only could use about 2 or 3 of them at the time." And he said, "Who is that?" He said, I haven't seen them in years, Naruto. But that one right there is the first path, the Deva path, being Almighty Push and Universal Pull." And then Naruto would say, "Okay." Naruto obtaining the Rinnegan actually has an effect on his body. He actually gains the last 2 chakra natures, being Earth and Fire. Because we know Nagato is the one person who has the Rinnegan, and he mastered all 5 basic chakra natures. So we know it comes with his perks. So for the next 1.5 years, Naruto is gonna learn Fire Jutsu, Earth Jutsu, Sacred Toad techniques, and seals. By the time he get back, Naruto's a 10 out of 10 seal master, 10 out of 10 trapper, has mastered all 5 chakra natures, and has the Rinnegan and his chakra chains and everything. He still has taijutsu, but he learned unpredictability from the toads and everything. But we ain't gonna stop it there. Karin actually trained under Tsunade. She has everything she had before, and she is just as good as Sakura. During this time, she already has her 100 healings mark. Hinata has also trained under Tsunade. She has 100 healings mark, and she's been training more with the Hyuga, unlocking the Jougin. But she can only use the Jougin with precise concentration, and only for 15 minutes at max. And she has not unlocked the Jougin cloak, and will probably never unlock the Jougin cloak. Alright. Sasuke, once he got his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, he went to the Dragon Sage Palace, I'm gonna say. And he asked the Dragon Sage to teach him Sage Mode. Sasuke figured out pretty quickly how to use Sage Energy. He just had to put it into himself to use Sage Mode. He figured this out, and he said, and then since he doesn't have a tail beast, they say since you mastered Sage Mode, how will you collect energy on the move? He said, "I choose you." And a red and black, a blue and white dragon. Should it be? Yeah, a blue and white dragon start flying towards Sasuke, and a black and red dragon flew to Sasuke. The red and black dragon landed on Sasuke's left shoulder, while the blue and white one landed on his right shoulder. He said, they're twins, but their mom is blue and white, while their dad is blue and red. Both of them are boys, by the way, but they just look like their parents. They were born at the exact same time. And he said, "I want the twins to be my sage animals, and then they said your wish, and then he said these two will also be my only dragon summonings, and then they said your wish is our command. They will, what the leader dragon would say. He would say teleporting blast, and he would shoot a fire blast at Sasuke, teleport him to the leaf. He would tell everybody about Sage Mode. Naruto just got back. He's walking and walking and walking, and he said, "It's good. I'm back." And then Hinata runs and jumps on Naruto and says, "Hi, Naruto." Naruto says, "Oh, hey, Hinata." And then Hinata says, "Where have you been? You've been gone so long." And Naruto says, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then she said, "At least you come to see me at times." And then he said, "Hinata, I'm on the ground." And then he said, "Has the village been doing good without me? Have any of you changed in any ways?" And by the way, all of them had to hit all their power from Naruto. And then he said, "How's Granny Tsunade been?" And they said she's actually been pretty good. And Naruto said, "Oh, how's Sasuke Karin been? Had I got any stronger?" Hinata says, "I don't know. I haven't trained with them." Lying to Naruto, because everybody gonna pop up on Naruto and tell them how strong they all got. By the way, Jiraiya has Master Sage Mode, and he's not going to fight Pain on his own, because Naruto said, "If you fight, I fight. So we're gonna fight together." And Jiraiya and Tsunade have fallen in love, I'm gonna say, throughout these 3 years. Every time they come back, Jiraiya and Tsunade gets closer and closer. They got married and everything. So, yeah. Yeah, it's clean. It's clean, you feel me? So, yeah. Hinata said, "Come on, Naruto, I have a surprise for you." He getting a perfect smile on his face. And then she said, "Not like that, Naruto," pouting. And she said, "Just follow me." Naruto like, I wasn't really thinking of anything. And then she said, "Don't you dare lie to me. I know when you're lying." Then he said, "Okay, okay. I didn't mean anything by it." And then she said, "Sure you didn't." Sorry, y'all, bro. My sister got the living room TV so freaking loud, bro. Sorry, y'all, for the background noise. But, okay. So, when Naruto went in him and his Nada's new house, by the way, they have a new house. It's 3-bedroom. Sasuke and Karin live with them still and everything. And, yeah. When they walk in, everybody say, "Surprise." Naruto jump up and he say, "What?" And then everybody say, "Come on now, bro. You got to be loose sometimes, bro. You can't always be on guard." Jiraiya's there, cause when Naruto first got to the village, he said, "I have to handle something." Naruto said, "So basically, you're just gonna drop me off." And then Jiraiya said, "Sorry, kid." And then everybody said, here's your coming back, Kate." And then Naruto said, "Thanks." And then Naruto said, "What's all this stuff on it?" They said, "Different ways we got stronger." And he said, "Can you guys just tell me?" They say, "Nope." Naruto says, "Well then, battle me, all of you." And then everybody started laughing. Jiraiya said, "I wouldn't laugh if I was you." They said, "Why?" Naruto has compromised with the Nine Tails, changing the place and everything, unlocking the seal. His dad didn't care. And he actually got KCM 2 plus Sage Mode. And then Jiraiya said, I wouldn't laugh. And then everybody said, "Why?" He said, "I know how strong Sasuke is, and Naruto is at least tying with him, if not better." And Sasuke said, "That's strong?" And then Jiraiya said, "Yeah. And then Sasuke said, "I want to try this out." Naruto said, "So do I fight everybody or do I just fight Sasuke?" And then Sasuke said, "Wow, I want my 1v1 to see who's stronger, rival." Naruto says, "You always been my rival and my brother. But today, strictly rivals." They go to Training Ground 7. They say, Naruto said, "This bring back memories to when all of us were mere guinea going on our first B-rank mission." And Sasuke said, "Is ours a mission?" He said, "Of course." Karin actually had become the best swordsman out of the group. She has better sword style than Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata combined, using the executioner blade. So, Naruto says go. Sasuke says Eternal Mangekyo. Naruto say what? When did you get the EMS? Sasuke says don't worry about that. Just know I master all four of my abilities. Well, all three of my abilities. Cause when you get the Mangekyo, you don't get both Susanos. You just get one new Susanoo. So yeah. And then Naruto says what? Sasuke says Susanoo, and a giant Susanoo comes out. He says what? Sasuke says, get him, Susanoo. Naruto says, KCM2, Kurama Avatar. And then everybody say, what? He's controlled the Nine Tails? Jiraiya said, that's exactly what I was telling you about. He didn't control the Nine Tails mode, like him and the Nine Tails work together now. He can use this mode, but this is the weak version. Sasuke said, go 100%, Naruto says. And then KCM2 go on. Plus Sage mode, and then the Kurama Avatar get bigger and with more different patterns. And he say, time to battle. Sasuke said, the village can't take this much. He says, we can't use the Susanoo or the Nine Tails. We might end up destroying the village. Both of them say, agreement. Both of them run up, and Naruto has his sword. He said, Uchiha Star Halo Dance. Sasuke says, Uchiha Star Halo Dance, version 2. See, I'm going to say Shiso was the only person to ever master and create his own form of Uchiha Star Halo Dance that's better than the first one. And he taught Sasuke. And Naruto say, version 2. And then Sasuke get upper hand. Naruto says, Toad Style. Sword dance, Toad sword dance, and then Sasuke said, "What?" Jiraiya says he learned that from the Toads, and then both of them clashing, clink, clink, clink. All you do is hear metal clashing, and barely anybody can see him. Sasuke's chakra start to plead. He says, and 3, 2, 1, Sharingan come back. Naruto says, "Well, here's my Gekyo come." Naruto says, and in case you don't go away, Kurama said, some of my Kurama Avatar has stretched my chakra out maximally. You have to give me time to bring my chakra back. And then Sasuke says, you no longer have your cloak, but I still have my Mangekyo. Naruto said, what? I thought, did you call me weak because I don't got Kurama chakra mode? Sasuke said, well, it looks like I'm gonna win. Jiraiya said, don't underestimate him. And then Sasuke said, my chakra. Sasuke said, it's time to go. And then Naruto said, I know what you're doing, Sasuke. And Sasuke said, what? You're gathering Senjutsu energy. You're a sage too, aren't you? Sasuke said, of course. Naruto said, Toad Sage mode. He says Kurama. And then Kurama start gathering Sage mode for him. Well, not Kurama, but he gonna say Gamakichi. And then Gamakichi gonna come and start gathering up Sage energy for Naruto. Because in this one, you remember that the Nine Tails was in his cage and it was blocking Naruto chakra flow. And then pretty much Sasuke would summon his 2 dragons, and then they would both go on each of his shoulders and start gathering Senjutsu energy. Naruto said, I never knew you could become a sage, Sasuke. And then Sasuke said, you sure about that? Naruto said, I never thought it would suit you, but I guess you are a sage. And then both of them ran up to each other and were doing so many consecutive blows. Sasuke had more refined taijutsu. And Naruto's unpredictable nature was going against Sasuke. And then Gamakichi said he needed a rest, same as the 2 dragons. Sasuke said, okay. Naruto said, okay. And then both of them shook hands and they said, great match. Everybody looked at their display of power. They said, wow. Naruto said, so is there anything else I need to know about anybody? And then Hinata said, well, Naruto, I do have the 100 healings mark and a jout gun. And he would say, oh, great. Then Karin would say, well, Naruto, I have the 100 healings mark. And I'm the best swordsman in the group now. Naruto said, what? Better than Sasuke? She said, yep. Alright. And Naruto said, I just tied with him, so I guess you are. And then Kakashi would say, I have more control of my Mangekyo. And Naruto would say, whoa, cool. And then the rest of the group would tell him how strong they don't got and everything, their new ranks. And Naruto would be like, oh, that's cool, everybody. Everybody don't got strong and stuff. I see y'all. And that's over, you feel me? So this the last. So this is the end of this video. Oh, I was just playing, y'all. But Naruto would tell everybody that he unlocked the Rinnegan. And he has mastered the Deva path. And then everybody would say, what is Deva path? Naruto would say, a mighty push. And he would aim it at a tree. Blasting the tree, and he would say universal pull, and the tree would come straight to his hand, and he would say, yeah. This is kind of, yeah. And then they would say, whoa. Sasuke would say, I want a rematch using just our jutsu. So Naruto said, the Rinnegan is stronger than the Mangekyo, but weaker than the Eternal Mangekyo. And then Sasuke would say, whoa, well, that's good. Now the video over, everybody. Naruto, not Naruto, Clay the Sage Kage will bring his villager Shinobi and Anbu a new video. This series coming along real nicely, real clean, real smooth, you feel me? So we gonna go to the next video. Y'all feel me? Let's get it. Let's get it. I got y'all though. Just know I'm trying my hardest, so yeah.